Good afternoon. Right in on time. I was just finishing up something here, and now I'm going to silence my phone. There we go. Okay, so let's see who's joining us. Got 0 viewers so far. I'm going to take a minute right now, and I'm going to share this to my page. And as I always do, I invite you to do the same. Okay, come on, what is it? It's not letting me do it. Let me just figure this out here while folks are coming in. We got a few viewers here now. Let's see. There we go. All right, I'm sharing this to my page because I can, and 1 or 2 more people may see it there. So today, we're going to have a wake, celebration of life for the inner child that we're holding on to, that we need to let go of. Aho, Space Cowboy. Hey, Wayne. Curtis, good afternoon. And Joe Fay, good afternoon from Inglewood, Canada. Torrance, hi, Colleen. Okay, so what I'm doing today, and I don't do a lot of guided meditations, though I may start doing a few more. I'm doing this one straight out of my book, Radical Forgiveness. This is on page 339, chapter 30. And it's called Awake for the Inner Child. And I saw this and I thought, that is beautiful. Hi, Tahita, Cynthia. Hello, everybody. So I'm going to give a few minutes for a few more folks to come on. And then I'm literally going to read this chapter all the way through. Now, this chapter is the meditation. So as I'm reading it, take it in, and we're going to close our eyes and listen to it and let it settle in for us. And I'm going to take us on a little journey. The chapter is called Awake for the Inner Child, and the meditation is called the Funeral Meditation, which is kind of fun because, and Reverend Michael talks about this, life is a series of little deaths where we're going to bury a piece of us, we're going to let it go and move on to the new ones, new whatever comes of that and of that time. Hello, Jennifer, Carolyn. Hello. Okay. So I'm going to give it another minute because since I'm going to do a guided meditation, I'd like as many folks that are going to be on to join in as possible. However, some people just are chronically late getting into it, and I can't wait for them. But I'll give it another minute here. And this one really struck me. This book I love. I've been doing this book in the book club. We're up to somewhere like chapter 18 now. We do it every Thursday evening, read the book out loud and then discuss it. It's been wonderful, and it continues to be wonderful. So, here comes a guided meditation. Hello, Melissa from Atlanta. Alon, hello. Miracle Mile. Marcy, hello. Sherla, hello. Love and blessings to you too. Jennifer, good afternoon from New York City. Yes. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start. This is in Radical Forgiveness by Colin Tipping, chapter 30. And in it, as I said, there's an entire guided meditation I'm going to do that's called the Funeral Meditation. And this is the chapter's called Awake for the Inner Child. And that means awake, like having a wake, a celebration of life for the inner child. Our spiritual evolution depends heavily upon our recovery from the worst addiction. Our addiction to the victim archetype, which traps us in the past and saps our life energy. The inner child represents nothing but a metaphor for our woundedness and a cutesy form of victim consciousness, wrapping our victim consciousness in baby clothes, does not make it any more acceptable. Invoking our inner child still represents addictive behavior. Please note that I'm not talking about the playful, creative, and life-affirming inner child, such as the one described by Richard Bach, or the part of ourselves that comes forward to inspire and awaken us. I am talking about the whining little brat who lives in the back room of our mind, that unhappy victim who can always be relied upon to blame everyone else for our unhappiness. This is the one we pandered to This is the one we pandered to at all those inner child workshops in the 1980s. For the sake of our spiritual evolution and our eventual release from the victim archetype, we must bring the inner child's brat's life lovingly to a close. I therefore propose that we hold a funeral and pronounce him or her dead. If you choose to go ahead with this exercise, you will probably grieve the loss of your inner child, and that is okay. No doubt your inner child has given you solace and comfort in your pain over the years, but now is the time to move on. Radical forgiveness releases you from the need to hold onto the woundedness, so allow yourself to release this inner child now. As long as you hold on to your past wounds, radical forgiveness remains impossible. Clinging to your child only holds you back because that child represents your past wounds. While you want to move on with your life, you may be surprised to find that your inner child wants to move on too. To release your inner child, we are going to do the following meditation. The funeral meditation. So, we're going to sit back comfortably and we're going to take 3 deep breaths, allowing our body to relax as our breath leaves our body. When we're doing this, notice any areas of your body that remain tight and consciously relax them, knowing that during this meditation, your body will continue to relax with every breath you take, and soon you will be profoundly relaxed from head to toe. Now, as we continue this conscious breathing, and look inside ourselves and find the room in which sits the young person who has willingly carried your pain. Find your inner child who holds your memories of being abused, ignored, betrayed, abandoned, unaccepted, or unloved. As you come upon this little person in that room, notice that they are surrounded by lists, ledgers, charts, and scoreboards. The walls of the room are covered with people's names, what they did to you, and the punishment you have believed they deserve. In the ledger, the child keeps a careful tally of all the times someone victimized you and what it cost you. Notice the joylessness of this room. As you look at this young child, realize how sad they really feel, being locked down there alone with the pain, mired in victim consciousness. Realizing that it's time for a change, you walk across the room. You throw open the windows to let in the sunlight. As it floods into your room, the ink on the charts on the wall starts to fade, and ledger books begin to crumble to dust. The list tacked to the wall also falls to the ground and dissolves. All the lists just fall to the ground and dissolve. Look at the little person who has lived in this room for all those years, keeping resentment scores day by day. See his or her broad smile and joyous expression. Now I am free to go, the child says. Go where, you ask? I'm free to go to the next place. I should have left years ago, but I've been waiting for you to release me from this job. Suddenly you notice that this person, who was young and childlike such a short while ago, is growing old and becoming wizened and gray-haired right before your eyes. Yet a great peace has replaced his or her sadness. Thank you for letting me go, they say. They gasp while lying down slowly on a couch. You say, I'm sorry it's taken so long to bring light into this room. I'm sorry I've held you back. That's quite all right, comes the quiet reply. It really is okay. Time is just an illusion anyway. Goodbye. With that, the little person dies, looking peaceful and serene. You lovingly wrap the little person in a white cloth and take the body upstairs and out into the light. A horse and buggy wait there, and angels hover nearby, singing softly. All the people who have ever been in your life are waiting to pay their respects. All past hurts are forgiven. Love is everywhere. The bells on the horse and buggy ring softly as the entourage slowly begins its journey to the hill where a grave has been prepared. At the gravesite, everyone sings, and great joy envelopes the group. Your angels are with you and support you as you say your last farewell. See the little person being lowered lovingly and gently into the grave, while the celestial choir sings. As a stone is placed onto the grave, you feel a new sense of freedom and love moving through you. You walk to the bottom of the hill, where you find a fast running stream. You wash your hands and face in the water and see your reflection there. Feel the cleansing water of the stream running through your being, taking with it all the dust and debris from the room where the little person once dwelled. Hear the sound of the water babbling over the rocks. See the sun sparkling on the water. Feel the warmth of the sun on your body. Notice the green on the surrounding fields and the many bright flowers all around you. All is well. Open your eyes whenever you feel ready to do so. Being without your inner child will feel strange for a while, but you will also begin to notice some positive changes. You will feel lighter, less burdened, more in the moment. Your life energy will increase as you retrieve the energy that was previously spent holding on to the wounds of the inner child. Be prepared to encounter problems with close friends with whom you previously spent time sharing wounds. They will not like this change in you, for they will see that you no longer give your wounds power. Since they remain committed to their wounds, they may be uncomfortable with you. They may even begin feeling as if you have betrayed them. If you are a member of a support group that thrives on sharing wounds, such as adult children of alcoholics or incest survivors, be prepared to disconnect yourself from the group. You will probably find your need to attend group meetings diminishing anyway. But if you are the least bit codependent, you might still feel as if leaving the group is a challenge. Stick to your guns and do not take personally other people's attempts to disconnect from you or talk of betrayal. These people will come around eventually and probably will want some of what they see you have gained. I could see doing this meditation a few times, carrying this moment into other thoughts and times and meditations that I do. Knowing that when I spend so much time, if I spend all my time in my life and energy focusing on the past and being a victim of the past, focusing on the future and being afraid of the future, I don't leave any energy for my own body to heal, for my own life to heal, for relationships to heal. I seal off the present moment and I live in the past. So I release the inner child in me. I release the victim in me. I allow all the lists of things people have done to me to turn to dust, as I know that nobody has done anything to me. All things have been done for me. As I take a few minutes here now just to fall into the stillness, contemplate what we just read. Contemplate the release of the inner child, the inner victim. Just letting it go. My life, my choice. Releasing the victim, the childish part of my life. Releasing it so that the childlike part of the beautiful, wonderful grace of God can spring forward, knowing that each moment is such a gift here on this planet, such a joy to be here. I let it go. I release it myself from any need to understand it. I forgive myself for holding on so long to so many things that were only holding me back. I let that inner child go. I am grateful. God is all there is. I am all that God is. We are all that God is. Today, I let go the inner childness, childish inner victim inside of myself. I let it die. I place it in the ground. beautiful inner child-like life of love and beauty to spring forward from within me. Ah, so beautiful. I give thanks for this time, and I let it go. I release it into the big love, the big forever, and I say, and so it is. Amen. Wow. Wow. That was beautiful. Hello, Mama Bear. Wayne. Judy. Hello. If anybody joined in a little late, just to mention what this was, is this was from Radical Forgiveness by Colin Tipping. And I was reading chapter 30, which is called Awake for the Inner Child. And in this chapter, there's an entire meditation called the funeral meditation, where we bury and release the childish nature inside of ourself. That child, that victim child that holds on to everything and keeps tabs on everything that happens in our life, so that we get burned into us the idea that somebody owes us something and somebody did something to us. I let it go. So if you came in a little late, you might want to start back at the beginning of this chapter and do the meditation through the whole chapter. It really is a beautiful short meditation. I hope everybody enjoyed it as much as I did. Lee, hello. Thank you, Lee. Sometimes in prayer I get pretty loud and having a lot of fun at the same time. But I was taking the time really to go in on that one. That was a beautiful time to let go of that victim in me. Okay. I love all of you, and thank you for being here with me. I find such a joy in it. And for those of you that don't know me, I'm Kelwin Hagan. You can find me on Facebook, message me, call me. And the one thing, as an Agape licensed spiritual practitioner, I am here for us all. And I take a great joy in being able to pick up the phone and have somebody say, "Hi, I saw you online, and I wanted to talk to you about something. Can you pray with me?" And that brings me joy to do so. I also get a lot of joy when somebody wants to set up or do a spiritual therapy session, which I find to be wonderful. All of us practitioners have a practitioner we talk to. And as Reverend Michael says, the time of everybody having a lawyer and litigation are gone. We are now in the time where everybody needs to have a practitioner that they talk to help move them along their spiritual path. I love you all. I just want to say peace. Thank you. And I will see you back here in a couple weeks. Have an absolutely amazing, beautiful day.